What's up, everybody? Once again, my name is Matt, and welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda The Wind Waker HD. In the last episode, we started the Wind Temple. Makar got himself captured by a bunch of floor masters and thrown into jail, so it is now our job to get him out of prison. That way we can finish up this temple. However, before we can do that, we need to locate and acquire the item from this temple, so let's get started. I mean, I'm sure Makar is going to be fine back there, alone in that giant room surrounded by enemies. He'll be fine. Anyways, before we jump down here, yes, there he is. There's a floor master down here, and I wanted to make sure I know where he is before I hop down here, because there are like two different types of floor masters. The ones that will pop up and wait a second, and there's these guys, where they pop up instantly and attack you. So like, as soon as you're in range, these guys will grab you, and that's not cool at all, man. These guys only exist to like drag you instantly back to the beginning of this temple. So the ice arrows and the skull hammer trick doesn't really work. So you just gotta like go up to them, spam your sword as much as you possibly can, and hope that they just don't grab you and bring you back towards the beginning of this temple. But now that those guys are out of the way, let's reset the floor in this room. That way we can actually get up on this side. Oh, hang on, I need to be a little bit closer. You do want to be kind of far away because if that platform hits you as it's rotating down, it doesn't actually push you. Instead, it sort of resets your location, kind of like a floor master. I'm not sure where it puts you, but it might put you back towards the beginning of this temple, so avoid doing that. And hey, look, we got a joy pendant, guys. Everybody's favorite treasure. Am I right? Of course I am. And over here, check it out, we got one of those stones, but since we don't have Makar with us, we can't actually blow it up, so kind of useless for now. Just keep it in memory, and we'll come back to that for later. For now, let's go through here, and this is actually one of my favorite rooms in this temple. Like, it's just really fun. You get to use your Deku Leaf and fly from one end of the room to the other. I don't know, it's a good old time. And like, you'll notice that this temple is slightly more open than all the other temples have been. Like, especially after you rescue Makar, there's like a few different areas they can go right off the bat. It's pretty dang cool that they sort of opened it up a little bit. And of course, certain routes are better than others. Like, if you go down one route, you don't have to backtrack as much, and so on and so forth. But it's nice that they give you the option. It's still kind of linear in that regard, but at least they, give you the thrill of exploration and stuff like that. I don't know. It's pretty dang cool. Anyways, right over here, I believe we have the chest of one of the first generic temple items, which is, wait for it, the dungeon map. Now, the dungeon map is actually really, really useful in this temple because, back in the hub room, there's all those rooms that connect to, like, everything else, and they're all across, like, different floors, so definitely use the map in there to, like, figure out the correct room or the correct floor that the next room should be on, at least. It makes sense if you sort of like look at it. I know I didn't really explain it that well. You know what? I might need some more magic actually, because we need to fly with our Deku Leaf for quite a while. And I want to make sure that we don't just randomly die like halfway through this area, because that would just really, really stink. We should be alright though. Actually, I think we're gonna have more than enough magic. Never mind. Probably didn't even need to stop and like collect as much, but whatever. The more the merrier, I always say. And you know what, I'm going to stop here and kill this Wizrobe just because I don't want to deal with him while I'm trying to fly through the air. Come here, you. Oh my gosh, how did that miss? And there we go. You know what, Piet? You're going to die too because I just don't want you in my way. And magic, please. Sweet. Thank you very much, dead skull thing. These are like human skulls too, which makes it even weirder. It's kind of dark for a Zelda game even. Jeez, man, like, how many other people went through these temples trying to do what we're doing right here and just failed completely? They probably died to that Wizrobe too. Stinking, what the heck was that? Oh, you know what that was? I believe that was the sound that it makes when your forest water turns back into normal water, so that's what that was. Anyways, check it out. We now have access to the lower floors, and guess where we are? Yep, right by the second teleportation pod. So if you do what I did, or what I said before in the last episode by going back to the beginning of this temple and jumping in that pot, you could have skipped that entire area of the temple and it would have saved you a lot of time, although you would have missed out on getting the dungeon map, so that's kind of lame. Anyways, this room is kind of interesting. Now, normally I don't do glitches, but in this room I'm going to make an exception because right up here there's a chest right there, and that one will actually turn off the spikes when you open it. But there's a blank area where a second chest will appear. That one only appears once you break all 5 of these cracked platforms. Now, normally you would stand on top of them, put on your iron boots, and just fall through. However, if you stand right on the edge, you can like break it and then move forward fast enough, that way you don't fall through. Now when you break these things, it causes enemies below to spawn. So like normally you'd fall through, kill all the enemies, go back on the top, and then rinse and repeat all 5 times. However, if you do it this way, you get all of the enemies to spawn at once, and then you can just fight them all at once and go through. It's actually much quicker to do it this way rather than like doing one at a time. So this would be like the only exception where I do a kind of glitch. It's not really even game breaking. It just makes this area go by a little bit quicker. I believe the only one that actually doesn't spawn enemies is the one in the middle. At least that's the way that it was on the GameCube, I believe. So technically you're only fighting like 4 different waves of enemies, which isn't that bad, as you can tell. Like the Armos and maybe the Floor Masters are like the most annoying enemies in this area, but if you can get them out of the way first, then you're good to go. Of course, I'm going to save the Floor Masters for last, just because I don't want to deal with those guys and like attack them and then accidentally target something else and then have them grab me, because that would just be sad and I would cry if that happened. So we'll save them for last. Plus, I'm not sure which type of Floor Masters these are. They might be the same type as the ones that we saw earlier, so I might have to like just target them one at a time. Oh, actually, no, they're not. They're the opposite one. So we could actually use our ice arrows and hammer on these guys. You know what? I think that is what I am going to do. Let me get my hammer real quick. And oh, look, there's the map. That one area kind of looked like a tingle bottle a little bit, but whatever. Anyways, hello, Floor Master. Would you like to have my ice arrow? Of course you would. And now, die. Thank you. Alright, very nice. Cool. So now all we need to do is push this spring block right underneath that hole above us. There's kind of like a area over there that's like darker than all the rest. That pretty much indicates where you need to push it. So let's just move this block into place. Then of course we need to move the other block. That way we can actually get on top of this spring block. I know, kind of annoying, but considering that there aren't that many block puzzles in this game, I will accept it. There is actually another block puzzle a little bit later on in this temple that we could skip, actually, doing another tactic, but I don't know. We'll worry about that when we actually get to it. For now, let's just climb up here and open up those 2 chests, man. I'm excited. I wonder what's inside. Actually, I already know, but trying to build suspense. Alright, let's open up this secret chest that we got from breaking all 5 of those breakable platforms. And this is one of the treasure charts of this temple. Fantastic. And let's go get this other chest, which will deactivate the spikes. And this is one of the small keys in this temple. So yeah, this room actually gives you some pretty dang awesome items, believe it or not. Alright, let's get out of here though, because there's nothing left for us to do. Now we're going to take our newly acquired small key and basically just bring it across this room and open up this door. And behind this door is the mini-boss of this temple. Are you guys ready? I'm not, because I personally dislike this mini-boss a lot. Alright, we have our ice arrow. Wow, that is a very good camera angle. That was amazing. But yeah, I want to make sure that I have my ice arrows out, because there is a trick that we can do in this mini-boss. I'm just not so confident I can pull it off, because it's kind of tricky. You have to be really quick about it. But basically, if you're fast enough, yeah, you can actually freeze the whiz robe right there before it goes away. And if you do that, you might have a chance to run up next to it and smash it with your skull hammer. But like I said, it's very difficult to do. So I guess we're gonna have to do this mini boss normally, which is kind of a shame, but oh well. How did that even not hit you? Like, oh my gosh. Okay, this is just going fantastic right now. Freaking Darknet interrupted me while I was trying to take my iron boots off. Oh my gosh. Alright, you know what? You freeze. Let me get rid of these boots. And guess what, buddy? You're dead. Thank you very much. Alright. Now, like I was trying to say, the orange whiz robe is the real mini boss of this area. Everything else is kind of just there to distract you. The orange whiz robe can spawn enemies, which is kind of annoying, so you really want to like focus him first and just not really deal with any of these other things. I'm trying to like get them out of my way because they're just kind of annoying right now. So basically you want to like strafe around and try and kill the orange Wizrow while not fighting anything else. Because the Piats are honestly one of like the easier enemies. He's always going to spawn one Dark Nut. And the second enemy is just kind of random. So if you get the Piats, then good for you. But we got like the other birds originally, which is why I killed them. But now since we have the Piats, I'm not really going to worry about it. You know, I'd really like to kill this orange Wizrow with the ice arrows and the hammer, just because that's really fun to do. That's kind of what I wanted to do originally, but, you know, that's not going to do anything considering you're flying and I can't get up there, so awesome. Now I'm just, like, wasting arrows and junk. Oh my gosh. Alright, let's see. Hopefully I can get him to spawn down below. Where is he? Oh, there he is. Guess what, dude? You're going down now. Alright, frozen, and I missed. Are you serious? Alright, whatever. We got him with the backhand. I will take it. And now, it's just me versus a Dark Nut. Bring it on. I'm not even scared of you. That mini-boss was terrible. Oh my gosh, dude. I was so bad at that. Like, holy heck. That was, like, the worst I think I've ever done on this mini-boss. And you just died to a hammer, Dark Nut. Bye-bye. I should have just, like, given up on that whole ice arrow hammer thing. I would have been able to do this boss battle a lot quicker, but, oh well. It's in the past now. It's over. That's all that really matters. And we didn't take too much damage anyway, so not a big deal. Alright, let's open up this chest and get ourselves our reward. This is going to be the item from this temple, which is, wait for it, the Hookshot. And I gotta say, guys, I really love the way that the Hookshot looks in this game. It's just freaking cool looking. It looks like some futuristic invention or something like that. I don't know. I like the design of it. But of course, it functions like it would in any other Zelda game. It could hook you onto targets, or, you know, grab enemies towards you. Still kind of cool. And as you guessed, we will be using this item a lot in this temple, especially in, like, the next area, considering we need to use it to, like, climb all the way back up to where Makar was. And, like, this temple, too, in general, just makes you use your items a lot. Like, it makes you use everything, so you have to, like, constantly stop and swap out items, which I will admit is a lot easier on the Wii U version of this game. In fact, there's actually the ability to, like, hot swap items. Like, there's a way to swap items without even pausing the game. However, that's, like, gamepad specific, so I haven't been doing it since I'm using the Pro Controller, of course. But, there is a way to do it, and it is a lot quicker. So if you're playing this on your own, I would recommend taking advantage of that just for this temple alone. Like, you'll go through this temple so much quicker. Anyways, I believe there's like two ways you can go from here. You can either use your grappling hook and go up to the right and continue going upwards, or we can pull out our Deku Leaf and glide across this gap. That way we can pick up this chest. And this chest is kind of important, so I would recommend picking it up. It's actually the chest of the second generic temple item. I know, it's kind of weird that we're getting this after we got the item from this temple, but we have the compass now. And the compass, again, kind of useful in this temple because there's a lot of those useless, like, hidden chests around. So if you wanted to get everything, then I guess the compass is your best friend. But I'm probably not going to spend too much time picking those up. Again, like I said, if they're along the way, I'll grab them. If not going to worry about it. I'm only here to get the ones that are needed for 100%ing. Alright, so, we still need to make our way back up to where Makar is. It's pretty much a straight shot right now. There's no other detours that we really need to make, so it's just gonna be hookshotting galore. Thankfully, you only need to, like, do this once before you rescue Makar. After you get Makar, there's actually a way to make, like, traveling up and down this spire a lot easier. And speaking of Makar, if I can fly over here... Oh, you know what? That's actually the wrong area anyways. That wouldn't have even worked. Get over here, Piat. Just, like, get out of my way, man. Makar is actually over here. That would have been embarrassing. And we need to be a little bit closer. There we go. Hello, Makar. How you been? Alright, let's put on our iron boots. And if we target the statue, because we're heavy now, it just comes straight down. And we have saved Makar. But more importantly, we saved this treasure chest too. Oh, man. And it contains just a joy pendant. Yeah, that's your reward for rescuing Makar. You know, Makar, sometimes I really hate you. Alright, so, you know, we're gonna go straight to the... Oops, I actually didn't mean to do that. Sorry, Makar. I mean, I did want to come down here, but I wanted to do that a little more elegantly than just, like, dropping Makar straight down and then falling myself. So, whatever. Let's just, take control of Makar now anyways. because as I'm sure you noticed, there's these 2 soft soil spots, and we need to plant beans in there. The reason being is once we do that, it will actually activate that shortcut that we need to get all the way up to the top of the spire. Believe it or not, where Makar wasn't the top of this area. There's still technically an entire floor above that, and we need to get up there to, well, get stuff that we need to progress through this temple. So it creates like this giant updraft in the middle of this temple, and you kind of want to take Makar, stand in the middle a little bit, and wait for the wind to start. Hopefully it picks up soon. There we go. And let's see, where am I trying to go? You want to be quick about this too, because Makar, even though you're technically not flying and the wind is just blowing you, it still counts as you like flying, so your meter still goes down, and I am not going to make it. Actually, oh, you know what? That'll work. That'll work. I just need to make it up over there, and I'm pretty sure I can make it up there with my normal fly meter if I don't get pushed in this wall. No! No, wind, stop! Why are you doing this to me? Alright. We made it. Fantastic. I will just stick Makar over here and go back to Link. And now we need to get Link up there, which, honestly, a lot easier than you would think. All we need to do is, like, fly with our Deku Leaf, and that is the wrong button. I am used to having my Deku Leaf on X, so that was my fault there. Piet, you need to die. Get out of here. It's a lot easier to control Link on the Deku Leaf than it is Makar with his little fly ability. I don't know why. It's just much easier to control Link. Alright, and now. Oh, man, I timed that perfectly. Sweet. Okay, so, yeah, we're going right over here. Now, to my left, there's a treasure chest over there, and I believe that just contains a joy pendant. So, again, not worth my time. I'm not going to bother picking it up. Instead, let's just move on through here. And oh, no. There's a crap ton of Armos. I need my arrows like ASAP. Let's get those bad boys out here. Makar, sit there. You'll be fine. Oh, Makar actually got hurt by one of the Armos. Thankfully, like, Makar or any of your partners don't have any health, so they can just sit there and take damage from enemies all day long, and it doesn't even matter. Really? There was one behind me, too? That was rude, sir. You could have at least said excuse me, not just, like, ran into me. Freaking rude. Alright, I'm gonna try and do this hurricane spin trick. That way I can hit, like, all of these guys all at once and just not have to worry about it. And, oh, come on. I didn't hit the last one. Well, whatever. There. Done. Sweet. Easy room. And now, what are we gonna get from it? Well, the door unlocks for one. But more importantly, we have access. Wow, there's a bomb just, like, floating there. Oh, okay, it was a drop and it just hadn't finished its animation. Never mind. Alright, inside this chest, we have a small key. Very important. I believe that is the second small key, so I think that is the last one in this temple. Very nice. Alright, so, I believe we want to go to where that first stone wall was, where we need to play with Makar. And I think, is it off to the left over there? I think that's where it is. So let's just play the command melody and then plop Makar over there. Oh, actually, you know what? No, it's off to the right, because there are those giant Armo statues that we saw at the beginning of this episode before we rescued Makar, and that's where the stone actually was. Alright, sweet, and gosh dang it, I forgot about that. If you stop pressing A when you're flying with Makar, he will put away his little, like, leaf propeller and fall straight down. It's really, really stupid. I don't know why they did that, because you can't just, like, glide straight down if they do that. Instead, you kind of just have to, like, I don't know, periodically just press it to make sure it stays alive, and that didn't even work either. This is just not going well for me. Hopefully the wind will stir up and push me up enough, that way we can actually get up here. Alright, sweet. You know what? It worked out in the end. Could have been a lot better, but doesn't matter. Now we just gotta get Link over there. And since Link has the Deku Leaf, it'll be a lot easier than getting Makar over there, that's for sure. My gosh. Alright, and let's just hover over there. Now the real trick is going to be landing Pig and Makar and then getting through the door without getting attacked. Come on, buddy, let's go. Sweet. We made it. And of course the wall would reset and not stay put down. And of course, oh, you know what, Makar? I should just keep you there. You know, it's your own fault. I like how he doesn't even move. He's just getting constantly hit by the blade trap. He doesn't even care. Stinking Makar, man. And I'm going to take a wild guess and just say that the Floor Master respawned as well. Let's find out. Oh, hi, buddy. How you doing? How are the kids? Hopefully dead, because I hate them. Alright, get out of my way. Sweet. Oh, you know what? Yeah, I'm just gonna do this now. We might as well just blow the turbine. Oh, you know what? We might actually be able to do this without him bothering us. Oh, not today, buddy. Not today. Actually, if you stay up there. Oh, never mind. Too slow on my part. I might have been able to hit him with an ice arrow, but oh well. Alright, I'm gonna try and sneak past this guy. Let's get up here real quick, and please don't come around here. Oh, crap. Go faster. Oh, man, dude. That was a lot closer than I would like to admit, because, like, if that floor master moved, one movement closer to us, I believe he actually has the ability to grab you in midair, like off of those spring things. So he would have been able to grab us, and then, you know, we wouldn't have been able to break free, so he would have just, like, taken us back towards the beginning of the temple, and then I would have cried, because that'd be sad. But whatever, we survived. So, let's finally use Makar and play the Wind God's aria. That way we can break this stone and see what's behind it. Like, it took us almost the entire temple just to get to this point. Now that I mentioned that, like, this temple would be really, really short if Makar didn't get himself captured. My gosh. It's crazy when you think about it like that. Anyways, what's behind rock number 1? A door! My favorite prize. Alright, Makar, let's go. Oh gosh, actually I probably shouldn't have brought Makar in here. This is pretty dangerous. So, 3 dark nuts. Not really that big of a deal. Basically just try and target one of... Okay, that didn't work at all. Try and single one of them out if you can. When they're in a group like this, it's really not that easy to fight them. And usually, I'm actually surprised. They've been getting really, really lucky. Like, usually, when you're targeting all 3 of them, even when you parry one of them, it still sometimes hits them. So, I'm surprised that... Wow, that's actually, like, blocking everything. I'm really surprised. Usually that doesn't happen at all. Like, usually you can just still attack them. Alright, this is not working out for me at all. I need to, like, single you guys out. So, let me see if I can just get, like, maybe 1 or 2 of them to attack me and not all 3 of them. Actually, screw it. I can just kill the guy with no armor. That would probably make my life a little bit easier. I probably should have just done that from the start. That would have been a lot smarter. Oh, well. Actually, you know what? Let me try freezing this guy with an ice arrow. Oh. Apparently you can't do that if they still have their helmet on. That's good to know. I will keep that in mind for the future. Because, yes, you can actually freeze a dark nut and then smash them with your hammer. But, apparently it doesn't work if they have their helmet on. So, that was a failed attempt at killing that guy easily. Oh, well. What are you going to do? Ooh, we're getting some progress now. We actually... Gosh, dang it. Shouldn't have said anything. Alright, actually, hang on. Oh, we killed one of them. Things are starting to look up. There we go. And we can get this guy's armor off. Sweet, now it is time to start working faces, guys. It took us a while, but we finally turned this fight around. Oh my gosh. Bring it on, Dark Knight. I ain't scared of you and your black armor. It's not even that intimidating. You somehow managed to block my parry, though. I will give you that much. You are better than the average Dark Knight. That or I'm just, like, really, really unlucky with my fighting today. I don't know what it is. Like, first the mini-boss, then these Dark Nuts, and normally I have, like, no trouble with these things, so... Whatever. Let's just open up this super fancy chest and get the most predictable item in this temple. The boss key, or big key, whatever you feel like calling it. It doesn't even matter. Alright, cool. Now, we can't go to the boss just yet, because, well, we still haven't gotten everything there is to get in this temple, but we'll get there shortly. However, that's going to do it for this episode. So if you enjoyed this part, a like rating would be greatly appreciated. If you want to see more, consider subscribing. But once again, guys, my name is Matt. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.